So you have to sit and do some serious chat and they've just to crash the sets. Like, you can't see Leah Galton and Rachel Williams, but they're pretty disruptive today. I like it.
Just today?
Is this the norm?
This is every day, every day.
This isn't even in character?
No.
Hello, Aoife Mannion.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I mean, I'm buzzing for you, 50.
Oh, thank you.
At the weekend, not age 50.
No, not
you know,
age 50.
not age 50.
Not age 50.
How was that for a personal achievement?
It was amazing. I was buzzing. People will know that I've had a few injuries. I've had a few injuries while I've been here at United. So actually, it's taken me.
That was a real serious moment as well, wasn't it?
It was actually. I was teeing up the moment. I was talking about injuries.
Bye-bye.
So it's taken me 4 years or 4 seasons at the club to get 50 caps. And when I first found out that I was hoping to get 50 caps at Villa Park, I sort of found myself thinking, oh, do you know what? Like, it should have been in a short amount of time or, you know, stuff like that. And then I thought, no, I'm going to celebrate it because the sea has been really choppy. Like, it has not been smooth sailing at all. So I'm going to treat this like it's an incredible achievement, which it is, regardless of how long or how short it's taken me to get to that milestone. So I'm just kind of like living in my own world and milking it and enjoying it, really.
But you should. I mean, it's an incredible achievement, you know, for any player, but it's you who's done it. It's you who's got there. And even how you're talking about it now, you've obviously been playing with all of the different emotions and scenarios in your head. Like, it's a great thing. You've done it.
No, you can probably have a little insight into us as players, how we think about certain things when, like, sometimes we should celebrate things a bit more. But as players, like, we give ourselves such grief about things. And I think as I'm getting older as a player, I'm realising that any little bit of thing that you can celebrate, milk it, because it's not going to be here forever.
Oh, that's really nice. When's your birthday?
24th of September.
Right, we can start today. That's fine, that's not too far off. Let's celebrate Christmas, won't we? Aoife, this is an incredible opportunity in a race for Champions League football for Manchester United against the old rival across the road. But it's at Old Trafford. What does that mean to you?
I think all of our games at Old Trafford are incredible. The first couple of years when I was here, because we weren't used to playing at Old Trafford, like, the occasion and the stadium is so unlike what we're used to playing in. That alone is a feature. But we've got to a point now as a women's team where playing at Old Trafford is something that we've had more experience of. So, one, being able to come here and actually claim it as our sort of home ground. 2, playing our rivals. 3, off the back of an amazing home or an amazing away win against City earlier in the season. Like, we really want to keep this momentum going. We all know in football things can change very quickly, and so really you can only literally look at the next game. But I think you can probably tell from being around us, there's a bit of a good vibe about us at the moment. We seem to have clicked this year, and I think that it's on us to try and keep that going and put ourselves in the best position to get into Champions League.
What do you put that down to, Aoife? Because the transition on the pitch with players kind of coming in, players going, there was big shoes to fill as well. What's been the ingredient in the team that's made it click?
If I knew that, I think I'd be a manager. If I knew the answer to that question. I think when we've had tricky periods in the past, so last season we didn't do as well as we wanted, it's never through lack of trying. And sometimes I imagine, let's say as a fan, and you're looking from the outside and you can see a team that aren't doing well, it can be quite hard to see that it's very rarely through, like, trying too little. And so I would say, like, our effort and our intent and what we want to achieve and our aspirations has always been the same throughout the seasons. And then some years it seems to click a bit more, and that this year we seem to have come together even closer as a team than even potentially previous seasons. And even in previous seasons, I would have put my neck on the line and say we were probably one of the closest, if not the closest team in the WSL. So for me to say that we've got even closer on the team and have that belief, I think that's probably quite unique. And then you get in a run of some wins, you get some really good wins under your belt, and all of a sudden you feel like momentum is in your favour.
Yeah, and I feel like that as well. You've been the surprise package of the season. Okay, yes, winning a trophy last season was exceptional, but now there's a chance that still happens again this season. You've been consistent, you know, for so many games in the WSL, and the fact that Champions League football might happen. How important is it to just see steady progress?
It is so important to have steady progress, and it's so important to be consistent and win each game that comes. For us, our run into the end of the season is really, really difficult. So we've got Chelsea, we've got City, obviously, here at Old Trafford, and we've got Arsenal. Those games are going to be so hard, and so even though we might be sitting pretty in a particular moment here or there throughout the season, we know we've got these massive games, and so it just adds that level of emphasis on every game that we play, and also not taking for granted the momentum that we're in at the moment, because if there's one thing that's consistent about football, it's that everything can change.
Yeah, this is true. 50,000 is the ambition, 50,000 fans at Old Trafford for that game. What would that mean to you to play in that occasion and have a record turnout here?
It would be incredible to have over 50,000 fans here at Old Trafford. I think that it's something that we can achieve. I have witnessed it for a women's game at Old Trafford, the opener for the Euro 2022. It was England v Austria. And I don't know the exact attendance, but Old Trafford felt very full that day. So I think it was over 50,000. So it's definitely possible. And I think that the interest and the demand for women's sport is there, and we're starting to transcend out of this sort of women's space only, like in terms of sports and interest. I think that people are now really interested in it. I think people who are interested in men's sports are now getting interested in women's football, and long may that continue. And so for me, it's only going to grow, and if it's not this time, it will be next time. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, and the importance is that the opportunity is there now as well.
Yeah, that helps. Opportunity helps.
Opportunities for everyone. It does always help, but the fact that it's there and it's becoming more consistent, I think will benefit every single team, every single woman in sport. You know, it's having that access to the opportunity that's given to you. Fair play. You've got. When you're on the pitch, I think everyone says what a player you are. You have such an impact in so many games that you're taking part in. What's the personal ambition for you? Even though we've just hit 50 now, 50 apps. Have you got a goal in sight, Aoife?
What is the personal ambition? I would love to go to a World Cup with Ireland. That is a personal ambition for me.
2027, darling.
Yeah, and then other than that, I have been playing probably more of a supportive role at the moment at club, and so I have this phrase that I say to the physio. It is like, if I get on for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I will put 90 minutes of intensity and energy into whatever that is. If it's 1 minute, if it's 10 minutes, if it's 30 minutes. And so my other personal ambition is to keep that up.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's very intense and very driven. So that just shows like what you put into yourself, you will get out. Well done. And you have been exposed to the evil twin sister, Russia.
Oh yes. I was like, who's that? So don't talk about Rach like that.
I mean, you two at the World Cup in 2027, even though Russia will by that point, I think, have no Achilles left. I shouldn't say that. She'll batter me for that one, yeah. You're going to have to cut that out.
Will she make you cut that out?
No. We'll keep it in there. Have some of that. Yeah, everybody speaks so highly of you, so keep going.
Thank
well
you.
done. And keep smashing through the glass ceiling.
Shebahn.